Welcome back my people, my name is Taz. I have a Kirishima guide for you lot today on My Hero Ultra Rumble. I have nearly finished off this series now and nearly covered every character, so if you guys do main somebody else, then go check out that guide because I've most likely covered them already. If you guys do enjoy this video, please like and subscribe, and let's get straight on into it. So talking about Kirishima's abilities first, we're going to be talking about what to level up first and how they are used. First thing you want to be leveling up. At the end of the day, it's just preference on which one you want to level up first, but I would definitely prioritize leveling up your gamma or your beta. Me personally, I like leveling up my gamma to the max first and then using my beta second, just because I feel like using the gamma is a lot more easier to connect against your opponents than using your beta. Especially if you're fighting a rapid or like a deku or bakugo, you're not really going to be able to hit them with your beta. I mean, you can, but it's just a lot more harder. Use your gamma 10 times easier. So get that straight up to level 9 as soon as you can in the game. Follow that up by getting up to your beta to level 9. You don't really want to be worrying about your alpha because your alpha is used more for movement. I will be going into more detail about that in later of the video. But after your beta is level 9, and then of course get your alpha to level 9, and then your Kirishima's done. Talking about his alpha now, personally, I would rather just use it for movement. I don't really use it for fights. I use it to get in and out of fights because it's not really useful, and while you're in the animation of using your alpha, you can still be hit quite a lot. If it's like a bakugo or a deku, you can still beam you, so there's not much to it other than getting in and out of fights in my opinion. One tip I would give for using his alpha, if you do want to cover more distance, you can start off in the air, and he does do a little leap forward while going towards the ground. This does cover more distance, by the way guys, showing the difference of distance here while starting your alpha in the air. Starting off with the blue door on the top of the USJ map, jump with an alpha and you will get, don't know how many tiles it is, but I'm just going to ping it to here, and starting again just off the floor, we'll see how far we get. It's just that little bit shorter. You can see it's about 8, not 8 tiles, I'd say about, yeah, I would definitely say that's about 5 tile difference. So you are getting a lot more distance with starting your alpha in the air. It's a lot more better in my opinion. Talking about his alpha, you do get an attack power up, a reload speed and a range power up at level 4 and at level 9. Talking about Kirishima's beta now, his red counter, this only levels up at level 4 and level 9. Also you get a reload speed and a size up and range up. So using Kirishima's beta is actually a very powerful ability, and it is quite risky to use in my opinion because you do only have 3 and you are limited to a lot of range. If you can't connect with this ability consistently, then it's very hard to keep up with Kirishima. There's not much to say about his beta other than it is his second most important ability in his set. With whatever direction you look in, including upwards and downwards, you can jump in that direction. So you can also use this for movement as well, but I would rather be using my alpha as I said earlier. And if we go over to Kirishima's gamma, this is one of his best abilities, probably one of the best abilities in the game when it comes to ease of being able to hit it. Again, you get a damage area power up and a reload speed power up at level 4 and level 9. My only tip for Kirishima's gamma is starting it off just after a jump, because using it after a jump you have a slight bit of movement while falling down. You can shimmy to the left or the right, it's up to you, but you'd rather have that than using it just on the ground without jumping, because you're breaking all your momentum and you're becoming an easy target to hit just after you have used your gamma. And finally, when it comes to using Kirishima's special action, this is one of the most overpowered special actions in the game, definitely an S tier special action. You can practically fight everybody with this ability except from Aizawa and Momo. They are your only 2 counters while you're in this form, as they can still knock you down. But when it does come to fighting All Mights, Dekus, Bakugos, you don't really need to worry too much if you are getting hit, because you can just rush straight in and get your damage. And that kind of leads me on to how to play Kirishima. I would definitely say use him at a short range. Do not be trying to fight at long ranges because you're useless at long range because you can't even hit them. Definitely spawning on the USJ map, places to be landing 100% typhoon zone, fire zone, as it's all very inside and close range. And on the new UA map, places like suburbs and downtown are also very good places, and car parking lot, the spot that is down here on the other map, very inside areas, so it's very good for Kirishima. Right, now when it comes to combos with Kirishima, it's very tricky because he doesn't really have any combos, and it's more about just chaining your abilities with the right timing. Example, when you do hit somebody with a beta or a gamma, they have iframes, which is also known as invincibility frames. This is frames where they can't be hit because they're getting recovered. But if you can get this down and just get the timing perfect, you'll be able to chain all of your abilities all the time, and Kirishima will just be in your face non-stop. Me, I'm not the best at it clearly yet, but this is one of the most important things to learn for Kirishima because he doesn't have any combos realistically. His only combo is his alpha ability, and that's just a straight combo that you don't even need to have and he inputs in his one button. So definitely get down the good timing for being able to use Kirishima properly and chaining his abilities. The iframe time is about 1.5 to 2 seconds long, so literally just count one in your head and then start your ability probably. To also play Kirishima, you need to be having the right team. If you're going to have a Deku and a Bakugo on your team and you're a Kirishima, you're going to get left behind quite a lot as their movement is very fast and your movement isn't the best for going up and down. Kirishima is not very versatile, but if you are playing with like a Momo and a Shigaraki, then Kirishima can strive in situations like that, because if you are all a close range team, Kirishima is definitely the leader in that. He's definitely getting all of those crazy hits in. But that does wrap it up for the Kirishima guide on My Hero Ultra Rumble. If you guys do want to see more videos like this and you need a guide on somebody else that I have not covered yet, then let me know down in the comments below. Please like and subscribe. It's been Taz and I'll catch you lot soon.